PPP Live for Mark Farrell.
Hello, Trenton. How you guys feeling? Pretty good music. DJ, pump it up, DJ. All right. Raise your hands if you like music. Keep it raised if you really like music. Good. Thank you, DJ. Raise your hands if you've ever been to the park across the street, down the street, to see the Trenton Thunder perform. Okay, we got to work on that. I guess you guys only want to go when there's a Yankee that's kind of working his way back up from an injury, right? Raise your hands if you like being different. Everybody's different. I'm different. Everybody in this tented area is different. Everybody in the city of Trenton is different. Everybody in the state of New Jersey, the Garden State, is different. Whether we have disabilities, some are obvious and some are not. I mean, we're here today celebrating car horns in the great city and capital of New Jersey. But seriously, we all have disabilities. Some are obvious and some are not. Now, when I was in school, in 5th grade, I was given this book. Obviously, 5th grade was a few years ago because it's in bad shape. Now, why do you think I was given this book? To make me stronger? To make me more, intelligent looking? 10.5 pounds. To make me taller? No. This is a large print dictionary. The letters are huge. If this was on your computer, I think the size font would be 14 or 16 points, so that's rather large. Now, do you think I felt different walking around the hallways of my school with that in my backpack? Yes, I felt different. Maybe you feel different sometimes as well. Maybe you're a below-the-knee amputee. Maybe you're dyslexic. Maybe you have autism. We all have disabilities, but it's what we do with these disabilities. Like today, we're celebrating these disabilities, correct? Are we celebrating today? Absolutely. So I did everything in my power to fit in as best as I could. And it didn't take me years, took me years I should say, to realize and understand my journey, to persevere, and to really create opportunity for myself. So when I was in school, I did everything possible to fit in. I tried to do sports. I made the basketball team. I had to quit. I couldn't see all the different balls flying around. In school, I couldn't read the chalkboards. Was I a good speller? Actually, I did become a good speller because I phonetically heard things and I interpreted them. It took me much longer to read, so I knew my world was completely different. But guess what? I always persevered, just like you do. When I got into high school, I always was good with my hands because my parents were divorced and I had to be good around the house. So I started using power tools, probably way too young. Don't you start using power tools, little girl. And guess what? I was the only one, the visually impaired guy, in my cabinet making shop that was allowed to use the most dangerous tool in the whole class. Mark Farrell, the guy who's visually impaired, who would have his face inches away from the blade, of course wearing eye protection. Because I didn't let my disability stop me from following my dreams, and nor have you, and that's one of the reasons why you're here today. One of my mantras that I developed throughout the years is, my difference makes me stronger. Do you concur with that? I mean, hey, we're not eliminating or minimizing the fact that we have hurdles. Every day we have hurdles. Whether it's getting to work, whether the van is on time or shows up that's going to pick you up, maybe to go to school, maybe it's getting funding, maybe it's dealing with medical issues, whether it's just logistical nightmares, or just feeling that sometimes, you know what, it sucks to be disabled, but we don't have a choice. But the upside is, guess what? It's made you a better person. It's made you stronger. You can problem solve a lot better. And guess what? The people who we think we have it better off, they're not better off. Again, everybody has disabilities. Some of them are obvious. Some of them are not. I was told, Mark Farrell, you know what? You're not disabled enough. Disabled enough, right? Have you heard that? Because for all intents and purposes, I look like I can walk around and not bump into anything, and that's right. I have a very rare visual impairment. I can't wear glasses or contact lenses. My left eye is pretty much blind, my right eye is 20/80. So with this, I can function pretty normally. I can drive a car with a very, very special pair of glasses that are called telescopic devices, just like a doctor wears, okay? So, does this make me different? Absolutely. I pull up to a red light, people are like, hey, what's going on with you, man? When I was in high school and I couldn't get a driver's license when everyone else got their driver's license, do you think that made me feel different? When I picked up my girlfriend on the back of the bicycle seat, and it was really cool, and it was a really novel way to pick up a date for the first mile, and then she's like, my butt's really killing me. Did that make me different? Yes. But I got into college because I persevered and I created opportunity. My grades weren't that great. I was a C-ish student. They let me in probationary-wise, William Patterson University, and I excelled. I created opportunity for myself, just like you're creating opportunity for yourself. I wanted to always be in radio. Bad eyes, great ears. Makes sense, right? So I worked really hard. I got a good internship at a great radio station. It was CD 101.9 for years. Anybody know CD 101.9? It got sold. Then became a rock station. And it got sold. But guess what? For 18 years, I was a New York City creative director, doing incredible things, and a radio talk show host, interviewing anybody from Hillary Rodham Clinton to Lance Armstrong. Okay, he's not in the favorite public eye standing right now. A lot of celebrities. And guess what? Did I get that because I was visually impaired? No. I got that because I created opportunity and I persevered. We have to do things differently. Just like everybody else, sometimes there's a conventional method, sometimes there's not. But if you have a disability, it's a little bit more difficult, or you have to be a little bit more creative in how you do things. Repeat after me. My difference makes me stronger. Absolutely. I heard about a thing called a triathlon when I was in college. Anyone know what a triathlon is? Raise your hands. A triathlon is 3 different sports, 3 disciplines in one day, believe it or not. Swimming, biking, and running. I said to myself, okay, I'm a good bicyclist, which I'll explain to you some other time, right? Guy with bad eyes, how can you be a good bicyclist? I never stopped riding, that's why. Everyone got their driver's license, I didn't get mine until I was 25. So I heard about this first triathlon back in okay? So I said, I'm gonna apply for this, and I actually had to put an envelope in the mail. Remember that, when you had to mail things before internet? So I applied for this race, so I get into the race, and I train. I think I'm gonna do okay on the bike. The swim, we'll see, and the run. The big day came. There's an area called the transition area. You have to put your bike in there and all your belongings. The first part of the day is a swim course. I go down to the Widow's Edge, and I say to myself, this is great, look at all these hundreds of people. I'm gonna have a blast. So I dig my feet into the sand, and I look up and I say to the guy next to me, hey, my name's Mark, it's my first triathlon, nice to meet you, I'm really excited. I said, which way do we swim? When do you think they're gonna put out the race course? He goes, it's right there. I said, right where? He said, right there. It never dawned on me, guys, that I wasn't going to be able to see the swim course. What am I going to do in a harrowing situation like this, life and death situation of swimming in a race for the first time in my life in a triathlon with hundreds of people around me? I mean, should I quit? My parents were right behind me, my girlfriend at the time. They're not going to think less of me. I mean, this is serious stuff. So what am I going to do? I never thought of this for myself in the way that, because I always persevered and gave myself opportunity, that I was going to be limited in this capacity. So I put my feet in the sand, I dug my toes down deep, I splashed some water on my face, and I said, I got it! I never planned on winning this race. No, I never planned on winning this race. I'll just follow everybody. I'll follow everybody, right? Why not? So the gun goes off, and we're swimming, I'm feeling good. I'm like, oh, this is great, my first triathlon, having so much fun. Stroke, breath, pick up my head. Everyone's over here, and I'm over there. So I said to myself, oh, this is how it's going to be. So in that moment, I said to myself, if I stick up my hand, there are lifeguards in boats and canoes and rowboats that'll just come pluck me right up put me in a boat, and bring me back to the shore. Will anybody think less of me? Of course not. They'll be happy that I'm safe. But I have perseverance, right? And drive. Mark Farrell doesn't give up. I'm smart. If it's very dangerous and more dangerous if I didn't feel like we could physically keep up. So, again, I put my head down and I persevere because I wasn't going to give up. I get to the halfway point, I look up, I see this huge day-glow marine ball. I'm like, oh my God, this is the halfway point, my first triathlon. I'm halfway through. This is great. This is great. This is what I couldn't see from the shore. This thing's gigantic. I can't believe I didn't see it. And I swim around and swim around. I'm like, oh, I'm so happy. I'm halfway through it. I get around the big marine buoy, and next thing you know, I'm completely blinded. The sun is totally in my eyes. But for 1 second, it was so peaceful. The air bubbles were coming up. And it was complete serenity. I felt like I was in a tranquil little oasis. And all of a sudden, wham! Oh, that's right, I'm in a triathlon. I just got hit. There's hundreds of people behind me. Stroke, breath, stroke, breath. I finally make it to the beach, guys. And there are 2 other parts to the story, but due to lack of time, we have to shorten it. Every leg of the race, I had a lot of hurdles. I couldn't find my bike in the transition area, and a few other different hurdles I had to cross. But at the very end, there was the finish line. Literally and metaphorically. I go towards the finish line, raise my hands, and how sweet it was. This was a leap of blind faith for me. A leap of blind faith for me to do this triathlon. But for the first time, I realized I really have a lot of challenges in life, which I certainly understood, but not so many in such a compact amount of time, succinct amount of time. But more importantly, I learned I can deal with anything in life. And I knew that because I was 21, 22 years of age then. Just like yourself, you can persevere. Again, create that opportunity for you. Embrace yourself, embrace your difference. Again, the other people that we think may look normal, everyone's disabled, maybe in the way they think. Maybe they're prejudiced. Maybe they're just ignorant. Maybe they're just not happy. Depression. I speak to schools, K through 12, colleges and corporations all over the nation about overcoming mental health issues, obstacles, anti-bullying, drugs, and alcohol. Everybody has challenges, and all of these are interwoven. They're totally interwoven. And I knew after that triathlon I can totally compete in anything in life. So yes, I did my radio career and I was very, very happy. And then that radio station got sold, and this is something I long to do, is share my story. And I'm up here today because I'm doing what I love to do. And I hope that you are in a part of your life, that you are enjoying it, and you're working towards your goal, whether it's being healthier or happier. You know, Trent, New Jersey. Can you hear me? Trent, New Jersey is known for many, many things, especially the iconic bridge. What's the name of the bridge that goes to Morrisville? All I know, it says, what Trenton makes, the world takes. Well, guess what? We got a message for the world to take away today, right? What's that message? My difference makes me stronger. My name is Mark Farrell, markfarrellmotivation.com, markfarrellmotivation.com. Guys, thank you so much. Have a great day. To Carol Tonks, wherever she is, I thank her. And to each and every one of you, persevere. Your difference makes you stronger, you're unique, you're a beautiful person, and you rock.
Thank you, Mark. What a great message.